Alright, John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com, and I'm going to show you today what we did in this small little space. So the space here originally just had this backboard going along as basically a divider between my property and my neighbor's property. And we had the idea basically to put a small planter box in there. And so we basically came out and did an addition and added a small planter box. It's about, I don't know, 8 inches wide there, and about almost 2 feet high approximately. And then what we did was we got some welded wire fencing, and we made a frame out of these same cedar fence boards that we're using, fence boards, and we framed it in with a trellis, and we planted cucumbers. So what does this look like? I mean, say you have a patio or a small space and you get good sun. This actually is a really good area for sun, and you can plant some cucumbers in a small tight space. Now we tried to make the spacing on the cucumbers 6 inches, and that's pretty rough there. And once again, we're going to try to train them up the trellis once they get larger. We also did put a drip irrigation system in here, so they're going to be automatically watered. That's tied into the existing sprinkler timer that was in my yard, so we converted that over. So real easy. So in this small raised bed that's maybe a little bit over 4 feet, 2 feet high, and maybe 8 inches wide, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 14 cucumber plants. So we have different varieties growing. I think there's pickling in there, market more, some lemons possibly. But yeah, so even if you have a small patio space or a smaller space, you could even grow cucumbers in wine barrels, and I have some of those growing in the driveway in a wine barrel, which is another place that gets really full sun. So you can grow in small spaces, and you need to get some plants in the ground now. It's currently the beginning of June, and you're quickly running out of time to get some plants in the ground to have a good full season. So let me show you how the cucumbers are going to work. Once they get larger, they're still small, but once they get larger, you need to really be prudent, and we'll go over here to where we're doing this successfully. You need to really be prudent and actually train them up the wire trellis. So you can see here we have the same kind of a trellis system. We have cucumbers basically planted 6 inches apart, and we've basically, as they grow, we weave them up. So you can kind of see this guy's growing up. It comes out right here of the trellis. You can kind of see I'm pulling it away. And then you'll see that I'll go and I'll take it and gently just kind of, push it underneath the trellis and in. So we're weaving it in and out of the trellis so that it'll hold itself up there. It's not like a pea or a bean that send out little tentacles that wrap around things. I mean, these look like they're little tentacles, and they kind of wrap around a little bit, but you really need to train them yourself to grow up and around. There's one actually that wrapped around. So they do it a little bit, probably depending on the variety, but for the most part, you really need to do it yourself to make it work right. All right, so John Kohler with growingyourgreens.com. You can grow your own cucumbers in small, tight spaces, including apartment patios and other places. And check out that beauty. Nice Japanese cucumber. They're actually one of my favorites. Bye-bye.